guess. So let's see, have they different something new about it? Yeah, only time will tell. Yeah, and I guess history or what Borderlands games I have played. The first game over the second part. It was a long time. I didn't play the first game at all. It was the collection where I first played the first game. First, yeah, repeating self. But and then there were some prequels and some other as well. I did miss out a couple years ago released Borderland games. The separate games which doesn't have the numbers. Last Borderlands game which I did play was the third part. So hopefully this is gonna be some new innovations and it's gonna be fun. Then there is a new Diamond X Machina Titanic Scars game. I did play the other Machina game which were only in the Switch, I guess. But didn't enjoy that a lot. But I'm interested in this because it's coming out to the other platforms as well. Maybe the frame rate and the jankiness will fall off the other platforms. Yeah, it was fun, but I guess the technical compromise they made I didn't enjoy. Some sort of way it feels some janky and I didn't like that at all. And then there was another release, the Kirby and the Forgotten Land. They need to switch to edition plus the Star Across the World. I haven't played the original release. Some other game did come at the same time as the Kirby, so I missed that. I might pick that up. Basically, the Kirby game which I like are like upcoming. The what was the GameCube's racing Kirby game? So Kirby Air Rider, that was it. In GameCube, I did play that a lot with friends. I didn't myself own, but every single time when I did go to see my friend, we played, of course, in multiplayer. It was fun. I guess that was. I cannot say that was better than Super Mario Double Dash because they both are different games and have their own different style. So they are releasing a new game this year, I guess, the Air Rider. Now, the Air Riders, back in this it was just Air Rider. So let's see, is this something spectacular or is this something more close I guess is this a new or remake or what they calling about? I don't, you know, the Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater game. Um, yeah, Metal Gear games are me to basically so first Metal Gear and so yeah, first Metal Gear game that I complete or even played was Peace Walker on PSP. Yeah, that was the first touch to the Metal Gear franchise. Then I enjoyed, but it didn't get me, hooked on game Metal Gear franchise itself. The next game which I did play and completed was the Phantom Pain, or and what was the other game before that? The smaller piece game. And then there were the HD collection of the Metal Gear games. Uh, I buy it. I did play it a little bit, but never completed. Yeah, that might be some time or day will when I will come back for Metal Gear for me. But yeah, there is just too much games, coming up. So maybe one day I will play that game or the franchise itself. Maybe one day I will complete every single Metal Gear games there is. But I'm not just, good for sneaking games, so maybe that's, the main thing which I'm waiting someday that they will, change something different game style. I don't know. Of course, in the core, they are sneaking game and they should be that way. But to me, just sneaking games are, some sort of way. I just a little bit, think about should I buy it or not. Then the other release which just came up were the game Gears of War Reloaded. And yeah, if I'm honest, I did wait it, came up, but when I tried out, it was just the same game and with some grey feeling, so I just leave it be. I don't wanna complete it a third time in a row, so let's just get along. It was just like, like okay release, so as you can say, mediocre game. Why give it time when there is other games coming? Then, which looked nice, not sure should I go for it, but the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I have the first Sonic Racing game I have played with friends, but never myself owning any of these. I have no idea are these even good, ever own it, but maybe this time I will pick it up and, you know, reliving the same feeling as the childhood. But maybe it's just again another platforming game. Not sure, but they are making with, the release is just HD graphics, or are there some spectacular effect as well, or new stages or something like that. Not sure. Then there is another Digimon game, Time Stranger. Yeah, that's gonna be the one of I guess biggest games for and in the end of the year to me as well. I don't know what, but I enjoyed a lot the Digimon Survive. Okay, it's not the perfect game, but some sort of way it did resonate something feeling to the childhood or something like that that I did enjoy. Maybe because I haven't played a lot of Digimon game itself, That might be the third Digimon game that I have played. They were those cyber games, a couple of them. The first I didn't even play, the second I did play and completed and enjoyed a lot. So hopefully this is something that feeling or way. So yeah. Then do I even need to mention, of course, yeah, I I just love the Pokemon games, so it's immediately when the Legend Seed A comes out, I need to pick that out. And by the way, some of you which have seen I showing my Pokemon cards, I did sell them, so I don't have any more those cards. I just was thinking that why I just don't need them anymore, so I sold them away. Nothing to do with the game itself, but yeah, just mention it here. And I saw that some were asking for Persona game content, and because of that, I might buy again the Persona 3 Reloaded just for for that who were wanting to see some Persona content. I think it's more easily, to talk while playing the Nintendo Switch. But let's see. If they don't add it to the DLC in package, I might not buy that the full price right away. It would be fun if they could pack the DLC for that, but I think they are going to do it, releasing it again a couple years later. They will release it with DLC, so let's see. And then there is coming the Outer Worlds 2. I did enjoy a lot the first Outer Worlds game when even it did launch, but not sure yet. Then there is like Dragon Quest 2 and 1 and 2 HD remakes. Never touch it, I guess real Dragon Quest games, except was it a 13? Yeah, the 13. That's the only, full Dragon Quest game which I've played. Of course, these are the original games which are nothing to do the new games parties to, you know, different to me. I don't know yet. Then they are releasing new or more Yakuza games for Nintendo SNES end of the year. The Kiwami 2. Good games, nonetheless. Then like the Kirby Air Riders coming maybe end of the year. And Octopath Traveler 0. Next year there comes like Highway Life, and Resident Evil, so next year as well comes out a lot of games, new 007 game, and there is just a lot of games comes out, and when even the Metroid game, when even that came up, maybe we will see when. And this week when I'm filming, end of this year week, Friday they will release some information about the upcoming Nintendo Switch games, so hopefully we know what type of games they are coming, hopefully something good. But only this week will tell us. And this time we did talk about or ramble about games which I'm excited for this year and which games coming up this year, and did check out a little bit of what's coming next year games, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Like if you do, subscribe if you haven't, and you can leave comments which are your pick or choice of this year games. Is there still coming games which you are waiting the most?